Are you ready for the ultimate Caribbean adventure? Then get ready to discover the best of the U.S. Virgin Islands with us. We've searched high and low to bring you the most breathtaking attractions and hidden gems this tropical paradise offers. From stunning beaches to historic landmarks, you won't want to miss any of the 8 must-visit attractions and places to explore that we've uncovered. So grab your sunscreen, get your camera ready, and let's dive into the beauty and excitement of the U.S. Virgin Islands together. One of the best vacation destinations in the Caribbean is the U.S. Virgin Islands. About 50 islands and cays make up this American territory, which is situated in the Lesser Antilles between the Caribbean Sea and the North Atlantic Ocean. The biggest of these are St. Thomas, St. Croix, and St. John. One of the biggest draws of the U.S. Virgin Islands is their natural beauty. All the islands have lush mountains, tropical woods, curved beaches, and rocky coves. Sailors and boaters are drawn to the islands by the clear waters and consistent winds, and they choose to anchor in the protected bays. Each island exudes its own personality. The gateway to the archipelago and the island with the most travelers is St. Thomas. The U.S. Virgin Islands' capital and largest cruise ship port, Charlotte Amalie, is its largest city and offers a wide variety of dining, shopping, and entertainment opportunities. The majority of the larger resorts in the U.S. Virgin Islands are located on St. Thomas. The largest of the 3 islands, St. Croix, is less dependent on tourism than its sister islands. The heritage trails, sugar plantations, gardens, and coastline views are among the area's greatest attractions, along with Christiansted's historic center. The stunning Buck Island Reef, the country's first underwater monument, is also located on St. Croix. On St. John, where the Virgin Islands National Park has been established for 2/3 of the island, eco-tourists will discover an oasis. Popular activities include hiking, scuba diving, snorkeling, fishing, and kayaking. Using our list of the finest sights to see in the U.S. Virgin Islands, you can organize your sightseeing. Number 8. Virgin Islands National Park. The Virgin Islands National Park, a gem of the Caribbean, draws more than 1 million tourists a year, making it the main destination for travelers in the archipelago. If you can, include this as one of your top destinations in the U.S. Virgin Islands. In 1956, Lawrence Rockefeller gave the national park 5,000 acres of property. Today, the park, which features hiking paths, protected coves, breathtaking beaches, underwater sea gardens, petroglyphs, and the remains of medieval sugar mills, occupies 2/3 of the Emerald Island of St. John. A fantastic way to discover some of these sites is to take the Reef Bay guided hike, one of St. John's most well-liked walking trails. The park's natural richness is a joy for nature lovers. Within its boundaries, you can find more than 800 different plant species and 30 different tropical bird species. The park is home to the natural night-blooming cereus, which draws bats and moths with its vanilla aroma, in addition to a large number of coconut palms, sea grapes, and bay rum trees. There is also a variety of marine life, including green iguanas, geckos, and hawksbill turtles. It should come as no surprise that the park's waters are great for swimming, diving, and snorkeling. Conneaut Bay, Cinnamon Bay, Maho Bay, and Watermelon Cay are some of the highlights. One of the most popular things to do in the Virgin Islands is to explore all of this natural beauty, which provides a memorable experience for those who enjoy the outdoors. Number 7. Trunk Bay Beach and Underwater Snorkel Trail. The most photographed beach on St. John is Trunk Bay, which has a long, arching curve of ivory sand and blue sea and is tucked away in the Virgin Islands National Park. This beach, which is surrounded by coconut trees and sea grapes, is among the greatest in the Caribbean. The stretch of land extending into the bay is immediately offshore from the Trunk Bay Underwater Snorkeling Trail. Up to 30 distinct fish species can be seen in the water's immaculate clarity. Key components of the coral reef are identified by underwater signposts. Number 6. Buck Island Reef National Monument. One of the most popular tourist destinations on St. Croix is the lovely Buck Island and its adjacent sea gardens. When Buck Island Reef was designated the first underwater national monument in the United States by President John F. Kennedy in 1961, it was assured protection. Buck Island Reef is located 1.5 miles off the northeast coast of St. Croix, in the heart of a massive marine sanctuary. One of the top diving sites in the U.S. Virgin Islands is this reef, which has elkhorn coral grottos. Divers and snorkelers can see various tropical species, including blue tang and barracuda, along the clearly defined track. Divers can go on wreck dives off the north coast. Additionally, Buck Island has safe swimming areas, barbecue grills, picnic areas, and a hiking path that leads to the picturesque crest of the island via a forest of enormous tamarind trees. Number 5. Magens Bay, St. Thomas. Magens Bay routinely appears on lists of the most beautiful beaches in the world. It is surrounded by lush hills and coconut trees. This horseshoe-shaped bay's normally calm waters make them ideal for kayaking, swimming, snorkeling, and other water sports. The Tropical Discovery Hike takes visitors through a 75-acre nature conservancy park located in the Magens Bay watershed. This particular location contains a variety of ecosystems, from hilltops covered in dry forests to mangrove swamps that are home to a large number of resident and migratory bird species. The 2 miles of well-kept trail descend under the shade of trees to the lovely beach of Magens Bay, where you may cool off with a dip. Number 4. Charlotte Amalie. One of the most well-liked cruise ports in the Caribbean is Charlotte Amalie, the capital of the U.S. Virgin Islands. It is located on the south shore of St. Thomas, in the middle of the island, and is named for a Danish queen. The steep green slopes are dotted with charming pastel houses with red roofs. In addition to having a wide variety of dining establishments and entertainment venues, Charlotte Amalie has the most boutiques and jewelry stores in the Caribbean, as well as a number of beautiful beaches for swimming and snorkeling. Visit the tranquil St. Thomas Synagogue, known for its sand floor, and take a tour of Fort Christian, the island's oldest building. Both are popular Charlotte Amalie attractions. Another notable site in this area is Blackbeard's Castle, which is now being repaired after storm damage. The Emancipation Garden, the opulent 3-story government house, and the characteristic honey-hued Frederick Lutheran Church with red shutters are further well-known features. Number 3. Cinnamon Bay. The longest beach in St. John is Cinnamon Bay Beach, which is located in the lovely Virgin Islands National Park. Tourists have plenty of space to sprawl out and enjoy the sea, thanks to the half-mile of fine, white sand that is available. With a sheltered reef near the shore, the quay at Cinnamon Beach is a great place for snorkeling. This region is excellent for novices, since there is a lot of coral and fish to explore in shallow waters, and it is just approximately 40 feet from the entry point on the beach. Due to the extremely sloping shoreline, it's also a perfect beach for families. There are also lots of facilities to ensure a worry-free beach day, such as food stands, water sports equipment rentals, and stores with beach toys and supplies. Visit the neighboring remains of Cinnamon Bay Plantation while you're there. It was built in 1717 by Danish settlers to extract sugar. Maintainable trails wind among the ruins of stone houses and walls, and interpretive signage details the history of the location, including archaeological findings indicating earlier Taino people's use. Number 2. 99 Steps and Blackbeard's Castle. The 99 Steps, a remnant from the mid-17th, were constructed using brick made from ship ballast during the Danish colonial era. It is worthwhile to ascend one of the many stairways constructed to accommodate the island's steep terrain for the stunning views of St. Thomas Harbor and Charlotte Amalie from the rustic brick-paved stairway. Continue climbing the slope to reach Blackbeard's Castle, a 5-story brick tower that is unique to the Caribbean. The Danish constructed the watchtower in 1678. It was known as Skitsborg during colonial times. According to legend, the tower served as a vantage point for the 18th century pirate Blackbeard. Although the location is now closed for repairs due to Hurricane Irma damage, the top of the tower offers stunning views of the city. Numerous old manor houses can be found around the tower, scattered among tiered tropical gardens. Number 1. Coral World Ocean Park. Looking for a family-friendly destination? Everyone will enjoy the immersive marine experience that Coral World Ocean Park provides. The park has a large glass-enclosed coral reef tank, a marine gardens aquarium, a tropical nature walk, and an underwater observatory. Animal enthusiasts can interact closely with sharks, dolphins, sea lions, and turtles. You can swim with dolphins and sea lions, hand-feed stingrays, and get up close and personal with rainbow lorikeets. Snuba, parasailing, and a Sea Trek helmet dive, where you can stroll down the Caribbean sea floor, are some of the other well-liked activities nearby. There is a Nautilus semi-sub in the park as well. Watch out for the wild iguanas wandering the park while you're here.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other recent videos from 10 Minutes Travel, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.